from World of Concrete 2017, folks, I'd like you to meet Theron Sherrod.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
It's Theron Sherrod.
Theron Sherrod.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Well, you represent Bosch and all the people over there, and you've got a lot of things to talk about. And of course, you've got some power tools here. And you know, I can't think of any work site in the country that doesn't have power tools supplied by batteries.
Right.
And you got a new battery platform.
Yeah, that's right. We're just really excited about our Core 18-volt battery.
Yeah.
You know, it's really going to be a game changer for us. You know, we've been out doing user visits and talking out in the field, and what we recognize is that, you know, people really want to have like a corded experience and a cordless tool. And so, you know, at Bosch, we've done a lot of things. We've really...
No, that's a great line. I hate to interrupt you, but
really?
a corded experience and a cordless tool.
Right, a corded experience
perfect.
and a cordless tool. And so, you know, we really want to be able to deliver that experience. And, you know, we've really perfected our tools and trying to make sure, you know, by going from a brushless to a brush to a brushless environment.
Right.
And so we've really optimized the tool. But when we talk to end users, what they're really excited about is that they really want runtime and they want power. And again, they want that same experience that they're going to get from their corded tool, but yet have the portability.
They want to know every time they pull that trigger, something's there.
They want to know something's there. And not only something's there, they want the maximum amount of power.
Right.
They want to feel like it's plugged in.
Right.
And so what we decided to do is like, you know what, let's take a look at the power source. And the power source is what actually delivers the power to the tool, and that's what's going to give you that experience. And so what we did is when we looked at the tool, there were like really three essential things that you need to do to a battery so that you can get that optimal performance. The first thing that you have to do is, like, you know, we took a look at the cell. This is a standard cell, a little bit small. It's called an 18650, which basically means 18 millimeters in diameter and 650 millimeters in height.
Right.
This is the newer cell. It's called the 2700, 20 millimeters in diameter and 700 millimeters in height.
And it's obvious you can tell the difference just from the
and you can see there is a difference, but the difference is not, you know, it's a small difference actually.
Right. So the impact of this is what?
So the impact of this is 80%. So by making this cell 15% bigger, we're actually able to get 80% more power out of the cell. 80% more power out of the cell. Now that's huge. Now the second thing that we've done is, so we've gone with a better cell. The second thing, heat is horrible for a battery. So what you really want to do is you want to work on your heat management. You know, so what some of our competitors have done is that, you know, they have the standard cell, but they have the batteries configured, or excuse me, the cells configured such that they're touching each other and that there are air pockets in there, which is nothing but a resonance for heat.
So there's no way to dissipate that heat.
No way to dissipate that heat. So what Bosch has done is that we've actually have this thing called CoolPack 2.0, which is really a heat sink. And we've this heat sink, what it actually does is it gives each cell its own individual compartment. And to better explain that, you know, like if my finger is cold, in Chicago it gets really cold, and a lot of times, you know, you just want to warm up that finger.
Right.
And if I want to warm up my finger, I wouldn't just put my hand around my finger like this. I would completely wrap my hand around my finger to get that heat transfer into my finger.
Right.
That's what we've done with Core, and that's what makes this so exciting. That's why we're excited about this patented technology, is that we actually wrap each cell around the heat sink so that it extracts that heat out of the cell, therefore giving us the performance that we're looking for.
So overall, we're talking about a longer runtime and more durability.
Longer runtime, more durability, and more power, and I think that's key, 80% more power.
80% more power.
Right.
So what are you progressing the runtime to be with the new battery?
So the runtime,
the new 18V.
Right, so you know, when we talk about runtime, the runtime is going to be significantly increased. So we're looking at about a 43% increase in just runtime. Overall, with the increase in the runtime.
Wow.
So, you know, and I just want to finish up by telling you, like, you know, there are three things. Now, we talked about the cell, we talked about the heat management, but then also just the general construction of the battery. When you look at the batteries, some of our competitors like actually use solder, galvanized metal, epoxy, things like that to construct the battery. Those are impurities that you're adding into the system. Anytime you add an impure metal, such as galvanized metal or even solder, you're basically adding resistance, which means that you're adding heat, and when you're adding heat, that's bad for the battery. Bosch, we've actually invested in a technology called laser welding, and you can actually see the laser welding here on the cell. And what the laser welding does is that it actually makes the top of the cell and the piece of copper that we use it actually makes it one piece. So it makes the copper and the top of the cell one piece. So by using a more conductive material such as copper as opposed to galvanized metal, and actually using that laser welding process is what really just sets us apart. So now, ultimately, what does that mean to the end user? We're able to transfer maximum power out of that battery into the tool. We're not losing it in heat, we're not losing it in resistance. We're actually able to provide that corded experience in a cordless tool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so some R&D involved there, isn't there?
Lots of R&D, and like I said, this laser welding tool it's not cheap either. It's about $23 million. So Bosch is really committed into our battery
wait a minute, I
technology.
can only afford one.
Oh yeah, hey. You can afford more than I can. But I just wanted to talk about Bosch's commitment to the battery technology going forward.
So this is now on the market?
Yes, it's now on the market. This will be ready on, starter launch is going to be March 1st. So if you talk to your local distributors, online, Home Depot, Lowe's, it'll be there.
Wow.
Yep.
That's something. I got to think about that.
Yep, so we're excited.
I'm
really
waiting.
Excited.
Excellent.
All right.
Hey, I appreciate you taking time and bringing a message. You're a heck of a battery salesman.
Oh, thanks.
All
Tell
right.
my boss that.
I will. I'll tell him all about it.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Theron Sherrod from Bosch, right here at World of Concrete 2017.